Hey, beautifuls. So it's been a while since I've done a video, I know. And rather than do an extensive live, I just thought I would come in here and bring you up to speed on the life of Catherine. As you can tell, a couple of weeks ago I got a chest infection, I got a flu. Some people think it was COVID, even though I tested negative. But now I've got this chest infection and it's just wiped me. But I keep soldiering on. And I am going to see a doctor because I'm actually a little concerned because I've got this hacking cough and everyone's telling me there's different types of COVID around now. There is different chest infections happening. You know, the beginning of winter is coming and I want to get my flu shot and I don't know whether I should get it because I've got this infection and like, oh my God, it's too hard. But anyway, the reason I'm talking to you today is to tell you about my healthy month. I started today. Since Easter, I haven't paid really much attention to my eating plan. Being healthy, my mental health was a bit challenging at times. In actual fact, it was extremely challenging. And when that happens, something's got to give. And for me, it was my food. And I haven't stepped on scales because I don't want to, but I can tell by my clothing. I can tell, I reckon I've easy put on 10, 15 kilos. So I thought, what am I going to do about this? I had a good talk to myself yesterday and I thought, what would I say to a client? And what I would say to a client is, let's just look for 1% improvement every day. So I did all my meal prep yesterday. I spent about 3-4 hours meal prepping for the week. I shared a video of that on different platforms here. I've also started eating breakfast again earlier. And just going back to, I know, excuse me, what works, what has worked for me and what works for me. My main objective, I have 3 objectives. Apart from the big objective is to get rid of this chest infection, whatever it is. Number 1, I want to increase my plant-based, like my vegetables, up to having about 30 different sorts, 25 to 30 different varieties a week. Now, you may go, Catherine, that's insane. But I will share a list with you of different vegetables that I'm actually including in the way I eat. I'm wanting to reduce my meat, and I find it's funny, as I'm getting older, I'm not worried so much about the need to eat meat because I know that I can get all the protein and everything I need from plant-based, vegetables and all that sort of stuff. And it just, also it's a cost factor. At the moment with the economy, meat is so expensive. So by reducing my meat, I'm feeling that it's actually allowing me to buy more variety of vegetables and better quality vegetables. So that's my number 1, is to increase over the next month. So my healthy, this is day 1, so it's Monday, and it's day 1 of my healthy month for me. So I'm going to give myself 30 days of not eating out at all. If I'm out, I'll have a coffee or a tea, and I'm reducing my caffeine as well. That's my second thing that I'm doing. I'm reducing my caffeine intake. I know. You should have seen me teaching this morning. My brain was not good. I hadn't had any caffeine since Saturday. So I had 1 caffeine this morning. I am drinking decaf at home. I do have a beautiful quality decaf at home that I have. So that's been interesting as well. When I mentioned it to a couple of the girls at G Yoga this morning, they went, oh, really? No caffeine? I went, cutting it down, reducing it. The other thing I really want to do is find a way to move my body again, to start not just teaching chair yoga, but moving my body and exercising it again in a way that I love. Now, you all know, you've heard me talk about this for the last 3,000 years, that I need a knee replacement. However, I have chosen to delay the surgery because I've got a lot of teaching obligations, and I know some people go, you shouldn't put your health at risk, blah, blah, and all that sort of stuff. And I get that, but this is my choice. I've made a commitment to the end of August. So when I see the surgeon at the end of June, I'm hoping he will agree with me that I'll have surgery early September. So my recovery will be all of September. I recovered last time really, really fast and really well because I did a lot of prep work. I'm teaching a lot more classes. I'm more physical with my chair yoga this time round. And he's already said to me that my leg is really strong. It's just my knee that's an issue. So I'm going to share with you each day. I'm going to try and do 2 or 3 videos a week talking about my healthy journey, because I've been through this, and the reason I'm talking about it is I want you, if you are also going on this journey yourself, to remove the shame that we sometimes feel when we are trying to create a new healthy lifestyle for ourselves, and trying to find a way to create a healthy lifestyle that works for us as an individual, because we're all so different. Shame can be, shame can be something that can just wipe you and not want to even leave the house at times, because you're so embarrassed that you've put on weight. You're embarrassed that you feel this way. I realized I have a pair of dress pants that I put on that are my go-to, that I know when I put them on, I can tell where my body is sitting. I can tell that my jowls have plumped up. I can also tell by my tummy. I can also tell by my knee. I don't need a set of scales or a tape measure to tell me that I have put on weight. I can tell by the way my boobs sit in my bra. So you don't need to jump on a scale. You don't need to get the tape measure. But if you choose to do that, be kind to yourself. If you find that you jump on scales and you see that you've put on more kilos or pounds that you envisaged that you had, or maybe didn't even think you had, don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself. If you need someone to help you with that journey, message me. But the reason I'm sharing this is to show you all that, like, I'm 63 and I'm about to start again. And it's not, I don't diet, it's just about getting rid of the shit habits, those car habits that creep in to my life so easily. And by getting rid of, like, for me, comfort food for me is savory. I cannot tell you what joy a fresh loaf of bread brings to my life. I can't tell you what a beautiful croissant brings to me. A warm apple cinnamon muffin. All that's kind of like savory, sweet, isn't it, really? But you get where I'm coming from here. It's about me creating a lifestyle again that works for me. So that's what I'm sharing with you. I just need to get myself back on track. I need to feel better about myself physically. Am I embarrassed? I'm embarrassed, not what other people think, about what I think of myself. So I don't, like, my self-love is still there, and I still really care about myself. So I'm caring about myself even more by going, Kath, get your meal plan back in action. Look for different ways to move your body again so that you feel healthier and better for it. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. And just say to you, you're not alone. You are not alone on this journey. And like, I've got my functional fitness clients and they're crushing it. And I wish I was crushing it with them, but only having one good leg limits me a little bit at the moment, but there's still stuff I can do. You know, I can stand on battle ropes for an hour. I would love to. Maybe I should. There's other things I can do. I can stand at the boxing bag and do things like that. Admittedly, I can't dance around the boxing bag, but that's for now, just for now. So I'm going to start sharing a lot more video with you. Some of it will be short, some will be longer videos like this. The program that I'm doing is something, as I said, that works for me. When I work with a client, we look at what allergies they have or what food preferences they have. So I'm treating myself as my client. So I'm having a meeting with myself each day about what I'm going to eat. And I have those containers of food that got prepped yesterday. I've got chickpeas, I've got quinoa, I've got some boiled eggs. I have got a tomato and kale and parsley salad with no dressing on it at the moment because I only added a dressing when I go to eat it. I've also got, I made this concoction of shredded cabbage, carrot, and some red onion with some white onion and sliced mushrooms. Oh my God, it tastes so bloody good. I've got that's cooked. And what else is there? Oh, and I've got some celery sticks as well. And one of my snacks is celery sticks with peanut butter. My breakfast is I've gone back to some overnight oats with chia seeds and Greek yogurt and blueberries, which I love. I'm also having egg omelette as a snack. So I make it and then I divide it up into 3 or 4 bite-sized pieces to help with my protein. People go, oh, that's kind of an animal thing. And I go, yeah, it is, but it's not meat, because I do love eggs. So that's where I'm at the moment. So it's day 1. I've had 1 caffeine. I've had 2 coffees and only one's been caffeine. I've had my breakfast and I'm going to have my lunch after teaching classes. And I still want to get back into my habit of trying to get most of my food eaten by 6 p.m. at the latest, because I find my body digests the food much better. So if you've got any questions about what I'm doing, you can DM me, send me a message, put a comment below, ask me anything. I am not stepping on scales. I am not using a tape measure. As I said, I put on a pair of dress pants or going out pants, and they were tight across my butt and across my belly, and I was like, this is not good, because last time I tried them on, they were just hanging. So I know that there's at least a 10 kilo increase. Some people may say, I'm going to see my doctor tomorrow, I've got to check, follow up with some bloods and stuff. Some people may say, oh, why don't you get on the scales? I don't need to. I know my body well enough that I don't need to get on scales. Some people really love that, but I can feel, I know my body so well, I can feel when it's getting healthier. So have a beautiful day. Be kind to yourself. And I will talk to you most probably tomorrow with a little short video. Peace, love, and hugs.